logged in and tuned in for the awareness this afternoon on TPOS November 3rd Go Live Awareness on Taxpayer Request Clarification. My name is Chale Kama Nangao, who is going to be your host for today's, sitting in on behalf of Bilimoni Nalote. Before we start our webinar, I would ask everyone to mute on the left hand and off your video. And if you have any message during the webinar, you can do so in the chat box below or on a Q&A section that you have on your screen. With me this afternoon, I have as a panelist, Abhishek and Vasanai Meli. Abhinesh Singh and Vasanai Mel, who is the panelist for this afternoon. And the presenter this afternoon is going to be Abhinesh Singh. Another request, if you have any question during the webinar, you can do so by typing your question or queries on the chat box so that we can reply accordingly. And I will pass now the floor to Abhinesh. Abhinesh?
Good afternoon, everyone. Today, we're gonna go over the process of taxpayer request for clarification. And this process is coming live on November 3rd. It's a very important process. And today's presentation, we're gonna cover, we're just gonna give an overview of the taxpayer request for clarification process in TPOS. We're going to explain some major changes in the process, and then we're going to go through a live demo of this process. So basically, the overview of this process is taxpayers will have questions regarding tax-related processes which they are unfamiliar with, and in such cases, the taxpayer would come to FRCS office to seek for the clarifications, or they will call us, they will email. So the relevant query will now be sent over online portal, either by taxpayer or tax officer who do the request on behalf of the taxpayer. So this is basically when you guys will come here to the request, our tax officer can also do the request on behalf of the taxpayer. FRCS officer would review your query and post a reply. Basically, this is all the queries that that taxpayers now have. They would have to come to our office currently, and it costs the taxpayers their time, the money for transportation, and come 3rd November. This would not be the case because you can log in your queries via the TPOS and you can get your reply over the TPOS. Major changes in the process. So as I've explained earlier, this request for clarification process will now be online under request tab. In essence, this functionality would play the role of an email hotline between taxpayers and FRCS, and a request will be according to process and sub-process selection. So when I say process and sub-process, this is an example. Here, main process is registration, and the sub-process related to this main process is TIN registration, tax type registration, register a new business activity, sole trader registration, company registration, and so forth. So all major processes that we have, accordingly, we'll have the sub-processes related to the main process, and the taxpayer will have to select these two accordingly in order to do their request. So as we have got the overview of this process, now we're going to do a live demo of this process. So first of all, the taxpayer will have to log in into the TPOS. So once you are logged in to the TPOS, you'll get all these various tiles on the home screen. Filing obligations, form submitted. There will be various tiles according to your registration. To do a request for clarification, you need to go to request tile, click on request, and you'll be navigated to a list of requests that you can do, join card statements. But for this process, you're gonna go to information. Click on information and then click on request for clarification. You'll be navigated to this instruction sheet. So you need to read the instructions and then click on this checkbox to declare that you have read and understood the instructions, and then you can move on to next step. If you don't tick the checkbox here and click on continue to next step, system will throw an error message and it will ask you to read the instructions and click on the checkbox. So the instruction here says this service can be used to request for advice or information on tax issues. The processing time is within 1 to 10 working days, depending on the complexity of your request. Our tax advice will be issued based on the facts provided and the Fiji tax laws existing at the time of our advice is issued. You will be notified if you are not able to provide our tax advice because of an ongoing objection, audit investigation, or court case. So once you have read the instructions, you click on this checkbox here, and then you'll be able to continue to next step. You'll be navigated to the query tab, and as I've explained earlier, this is according to process and sub-process. So when you go to process, there are various main processes that you will see: capital gains tax, corporate tax, customs, ECL, and so forth. And the sub-process field is dynamic, which means it will depend on the selection that you do for the main process. For example, if you select tax agents, then the sub-process here is engage a tax agent in registration. This is related to tax agents. Likewise, if you change this main process, let's say if you change it to registration, and then the sub-process changes accordingly. Now you have the list has increased. Change of circumstances, company registration, deregistration. So you will select the sub-process for which you need the clarification. So you select, for example, in this case, we select deregistration, and then we say, you type in your query in the text box here. So you type in your query here, and then you can also upload supporting documents which is relevant to your query, if you have any. This field is this supporting document is if any relevant document is there for the relevant query that you are asking, then you can upload the supporting documents. But you cannot upload the supporting documents unless and until you have saved the form. If you try to upload the document, system will say, have you saved the form? So you close the message and then first you need to save the form. Form has been saved successfully. So now you'll be able to upload the supporting documents. Click on attachments and then you select the relevant document that you want to upload. So now the document has been attached and you can now click on continue to next step. You'll be navigated to this declaration page. Since this taxpayer in this example is an individual taxpayer, the name gets pre-populated by the system. But if the taxpayer was a non-individual taxpayer, for example, a company partnership, then you will be asked to enter the TIN number, enter your TIN number and the designation, which means whether you are an accountant, a director, what is your designation to that non-individual taxpayer. So you'll have to enter those two details in order to complete this form. So this was an individual taxpayer, the name has pre-populated here. So you just need to click on this checkbox. As soon as you click on the checkbox, the submit button gets enabled. So now you can submit the form. Click on submit. And now your request has been submitted. You can download the confirmation letter. And the confirmation letter will acknowledge your request. And it will also give you a reference number, which for you to follow up in future. So anytime you want to follow up on your request, you need to give in this reference number. So while submitting this request, if you forgot to download the acknowledgement letter, you can always go to correspondence style and click on correspondences, and then you will see a list of correspondence that you have made. So the first one here is taxpayer request acknowledgement. You can download it. And you can get the reference number in order to follow up with FRCS on your request that you have done. So basically, this is a simple process, yet for all the taxpayers, because every now and then taxpayers have queries with regards to any tax issues they face. So instead of coming to our office, the taxpayers can now just log into their TPOS, log in their query under the request tab. And the text of after you have submitted your request, then FRCS officer will attend to your query, and appropriate reply will be given to you by the email that has been registered in your taxpayer details, and it will also be shown in your correspondence time. So that's basically it about this process. Now, if you have any queries, you can ask, and I'll hand it over to our host, Charlie.
Before I close this webinar, I would just like to thank you once again for joining in for this webinar. And may I remind you, this is not the last webinar for the TPOS system to go live. There is also phase 3 coming up. Before I close for today, I would like to remind and thank everyone. Everyone could click on the link TPOS, there's survey at frcs.org.fj, or scan the QR code that is there. Please fill the survey form so that we can better serve you for the next webinar.